Yo, what is up, guys? I've talked to you about this before on stream, but I wanted to go ahead and do the 0 to 2100. We have a couple of clips that we're gonna show in this video, and I'm gonna try to explain some of the positioning and some of the strategies and stuff like that. Whenever you're fighting a lot of common comps like Rogue Mage, Warrior Druid, Rogue Shaman, like I think in this clip we have the first clip's like a Rogue Mage. Second clip, we'll just have to get into it. But we did manage to get the 2100 on the Alt Warlock. So we got the 2100 secured. We got it in 89 games. We went, what is that, 50 and 39? Not terrible ratio, but it was a little bit difficult because it is rough not having gear. Holy cow. And I'll explain to y'all this right up front. You take so much damage on a Warlock without gear. My God, I felt like I was dying instantly every single game. But some of the thought processes that I had along the way, I take too much damage. So instead of playing like the normal Sacrolash Legendary, I went with the Clawed Boots of Endureth. Now some of y'all are like, this Legendary seems terrible. How is that going to help with my globals? Alright. I am dying so fast in these games that my healer cannot heal me. So I have to substitute some healing. And believe it or not, the Endureth Legendary, which I believe comes from the Great Vault Quest turn-in, it's very, very simple to get. This Legendary, paired with this Conduit, Accrued Vitality, you can get some insane, I'm talking insane drain lives. But yeah, this is pretty much what I played. I was kind of forced to play Deathbolt a lot because I didn't really have the gear to play Unstable or Rampant Afflictions. Like normally instead of Deathbolt you would play Rampant Afflictions, and it seemed like if we got into dampening, I was more prone to dying because of my item level. Alright, and now I will tell you, after getting to 2100, I got to 2100, I was around 244 PvP item level, which still is about, what, 15 item levels behind? Like, normally I think my main is 259, is what you're supposed to be in full duelist. So, I was taking a lot of unnecessary damage, but I think the games went pretty good. I feel like 50 and 39 is not terrible. And yeah, there were some fun games. The first game that we're gonna get into, I'm gonna break down a little bit of the strategies that I normally like to play. The first game is an RMP, and man, let me tell you, RMP without gear is one of the scariest comps that you can fight, because if they look at you, your health bar's gone. All right. You just gotta hope that the Rogue and the Mage are both blind permanently. We gotta have Ray Charles, Helen Keller on one team, playing together, so that we stand a chance. Alright, and now a lot of these people that I'm playing with are some of my friends, and they are higher gear level. Like they have a higher item level, and they are good players. But even playing with some of the really good players, the PvP item level being that low, it does not matter. Like, it comes down to your positioning, comes down to maintaining your damage, comes down to winning at certain times, like whenever the Holy Priest doesn't have Greater Fade or a Rogue doesn't have Cloak. There's a lot of really, really crucial moments that you have to capitalize on as a Warlock in order to win a lot of these games. But yeah, we're going to go into a game with Rogue Mage. Alright. So the first game, it's a little scary. I'll give you a little bit of a backstory first before we get directly into it. Whenever I fight Rogue Mage, I always like to open the game with a Succubus. And the reason for it is, like, the opener is very, very crucial. If you can stop, or if you can leave a gap in one of the Rogue stuns, then you can port. You have a chance to survive without being kidney shot into a cheap shot into a cheap shot. And that's really like what you're trying to break up against an RP. You want to stop the opener as much as you possibly can. So in this game, I'm going to start with a Succubus. You're gonna see like what I mean whenever I tell you. Like in this video, I'll probably tell you a good bit on trading like a defensive for an offensive, and you'll hear me saying, "Oh, I'm gonna dark pack this because this is a lot of damage," because you want to, especially without gear, you want to mitigate as much damage as you possibly can by using your defensives properly. And whenever I say that, like the rogue here in the opener, let's play the video. So I'll play the video in the opener here. You'll see that the rogue mage decides to go me. So they set my priest up, and they're gonna try to kill me because I don't have much gear. They see I'm missing about 7,000 health, actually about 9,000 health. But they tried to kill me through everything in the opener, and this is one of the things that you watch out for. All right, I'm gonna pause this video first, okay? Because you see down here, I play with the add-on Omnibar, and I track offensive CDs, and also I have a weak R you see up at the top of the screen, combustion used by Ethan M. If you have any questions and you need like a weak R like this, feel free to drop it to my stream. I'll link them for all of my viewers. But this rogue here, he pressed Shadowy Blades, which is a 3-minute cooldown. Okay, so this is a 3-minute cooldown that the rogue just used, and the mage also pressed his 2-minute cooldown. All right, now I don't have a healer right now. I'm playing with a Shadow Priest, really good player, rank one priest. But it does not matter how good this priest is if I don't use my defenses properly. All right, they press two major cooldowns. Shadow Blades and Combustion are more than enough to kill any player in the game. And by the way, I don't know if y'all blinked and you missed it, but they pressed these buttons, and I'm in a 5-second kidney, right? They went through my Dark Pact in less than 3 seconds. They went through a 60,000 absorption shield in less than 3 seconds. All right. So now, because they pressed both of these, I am forced to use my Unending Resolve. So now I have to trade my 1-minute CD and my 3-minute CD to survive this opener, and I still don't manage to survive this opener because they pressed every single button in the game. They used, this is the only use from the rogue, this is Shadow Blaze, this is so much damage right here. So my priest, he still has to swap me here as soon as he gets out of the sap, because I'm taking disgusting amount of damage. All right, I'm gonna press play. I try to get out of the bomb here. I do port. I have wall up still. I'm gonna dot the rogue. This is where the rogue really messes up. I juke the rogue and the mage here, which is actually really, really important, because I'm able to blink in here whenever they go on my priest, and I'm able to get a howl because I juke the kick, both of the kicks. All right. So my priest had to voice shift me there. So they're like, okay, the priest is low. We can stun him. We can shackle him, kill him through his dispersion. All right. So now it's my turn to peel for my teammate. All right. Now also, the rogue made a massive, massive mistake here. All right. And a lot of rogue mages, they can get away with it simply because it's rogue mage. Rogue mage, disgustingly good comp. All right. So this rogue, he just wasted his Cloak of Shadows. I haven't pressed my Dark Soul. I haven't pressed my Dark Glare. I haven't pressed my Soul Ride, Phantom. Like, I have so much damage. Alright. So we're going to press play. Now we're going to swap to my priest, because my priest just Void Shift. My priest is at about 40% health. So here they go. I'm waiting on the Cloak. Now I get the Howl while my priest is in a Cheap Shot, because the mage is casting a Shackle. I get the Howl on both of them. This is probably going to get a trinket here, because the rogue has the priest in a stun here. I can't really remember off my head. There's the rogue's trinket. So the rogue trinketed to try to kill the priest, but my priest got to disperse off, and my priest isn't going to die here. Alright? So the mage is in a fear. Rogue just trinketed. Rogue has no cloak. Rogue is our kill target. Alright? We're going to press play. Alright, so I got a UA up on the rogue. We have a stun for the rogue. We're going to fear him into a Soul Rot Phantom Singularity. Stun. Now we have Dark Soul. This is the most damage possible. I actually stunned the rogue's Vanish right here. So he tried to get away. You can see the purple ring around his Vanish right here. So now he can't run. He can't kite, because we got the really big Shadow Fury on him in the stealth. Alright. So now I still have a Succubus up. I should have swapped to my Fell Hunter by now, just so he can't be polymorphing while the rogue is trying to get away. but the rogue doesn't get far here. You'll see rogue's got full dots on him. Rogue's at 20% health right now. So now we get the death bolt off, and down goes the rogue. Alright, so now the mage. Mage still has trinket. Mage doesn't have combust. Mage is still going to try to do a little bit of damage to me here, so I'm going to succubus the mage. Mage trinkets that. We port. Mage leaves the game. Alright. So now this is a 2200 rogue mage. Alright, and it's pretty scripted on what they do almost every game. Because they're going to go the target that they look like is the weakest. So it's really, really important that you use your defensives properly. Like, I can't explain to you how many times, like that, how much that matters in Shadowlands. Because if I wouldn't have used my Dark Pact, if I wouldn't have used my Unending Resolve, I would have died before my priest got out of the sap. And my priest wouldn't trinket the sap because my priest is a good player. And we would have lost the game because I wouldn't have made it to the Void Shift. The Void Shift use, I guess. Like, I would have died in the bomb. Alright. So that's the first game. We're going to get into a few other clips now. I was streaming some of the games, so I'm not going to be voicing over them. But I am playing with the Trophy GCD, so you can see all my globals as I'm playing. If you have any questions, also feel free to drop into the stream. Like, I answer as many questions as I possibly can. But yeah, y'all enjoy the video.